Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It has been a really long time since I made a live video. I apologize for that. I've been really busy with school, mostly school, because a lot of other stuff has happened. I got my wisdom teeth removed. There were 6 of them. That was not pleasant for a little bit. I got my wisdom teeth removed. I turned 21. That's kind of it. So anyways, I'm basically using this video to kind of catch up or explain all the Nyx Moon Reads theories that have been, simmering in my head, because I love to do that. So let's start off with Ian Letterman, who is the popular boyfriend, who is in the series Popularity is Temporary. So in case you don't know, which you probably don't, because that'd be weird. So basically I commented / came up with a kind of a headcanon / idea where Ian had a cycle of Oshinoko star eyes. So, for those of you who do know, Oshinoko star eyes. For those of you who don't know, there's an anime called Oshinoko, and basically, star eyes represent lies, basically. Like, you're lying about who you are as a person. And so, Ian revealed that he used to be a bully. So, and I think he said that it wasn't who he really was. So I'm guessing he would have the dark star eyes when he was a bully. But then when the day he stopped being a bully, the black star eyes disappeared and his eyes were normal. And then when he got into high school and became a popular kid, he got white star eyes, which are basically like positive lying, like lying to help someone. It's kind of a lame little headcanon, but a gal can have her headcanons, no matter how silly they are. Next up, let's talk about Aiden Breen. He is the vampire boyfriend. His I think his series is called Infectious Love. So basically, something that happened, we got the canon design of Listener. That is cool for Aiden's Listener at least. So basically, I don't know why, but for some of the patterns that have been going on in the videos, I'm guessing that maybe since there is a season 2, the season 2 finale might be like a role reversal of the first season finale, where Listener gets kidnapped by vampire hunters and Aiden has to be the one to save her. Although I don't know what any more drama would be. And although a theory / headcanon I had for before season 2 came out was that Listener was secretly kind of plotting or kind of helping with something, where it's a kind of science thing where people are trying to focus on turning vampires back into humans, removing the vampirism, because, well, I don't know if this is a coincidence or he took inspiration from a comment that I made. But so in my comment, I said that she might be like funding something that has to do with turning vampires back into humans because she saw vampirism as a curse and became a vampire hunter because she saw killing vampires as mercy kills, because being a vampire would be a fate worse than death. But now she is a vampire, and I don't exactly know how she's taking it. I mean, not 100% really. But we can only just wait and wonder. So next up we have, I think, Roland. He is the wounded knight character. Yeah, Roland. The series hasn't been given a name yet. But I am glad that it is being continued because I have more headcanons and ideas about that. So basically my idea is, so the listener is a witch who, so basically the listener is like an herbalist basically, but my theory / idea is that she was exiled from the kingdom that Roland is from because she's a witch, and she makes a living by basically like selling like potions, medicines, various plants and herbs and stuff that she grows and makes. And if she is a witch, I do hope that there is at least one familiar, because I love like magic and animals and stuff like that. I'm hoping for either a cat and or a bird, maybe a crow or a raven, and or a snake, because snakes are misunderstood. And in medieval stories like the one we're in, witches are often misunderstood, depending on what the author wants, what direction the author wants to go in. So yeah. So let's see. As for Adam, the doctor husband, who is from, I think, Patching It Up, I think it's called, and Carlos Dodson, the werewolf boyfriend from Puppy Love. I don't know if people like read comments that I leave on things, but I basically came up with 2 scenarios that involve, one scenario for Adam, one scenario for Carlos, that involves cuteness and fluff, and I love it. So basically the one for Adam is basically Adam and Ophelia and Alyssa. So Alyssa is a toddler in this little fluff headcanon. So the 3 of them, they're in the kitchen, and one of them is making, I guess, maybe breakfast, and the other is feeding Alyssa, and Alyssa probably drops something, like maybe a toy, and because Ophelia swears a lot, Alyssa would probably say a variation of the F word because she hears her mother saying it, and Adam and Ophelia would both loudly gasp, but Ophelia would be tearing up because Alyssa said her first swear word. I just think that that'd be like silly and cute and fun. It's like, family fun times. And another one I came up with for Adam is one day Adam comes home from work and Ophelia is with Alyssa, maybe in the kitchen, and Adam basically like comes in like darling, I'm home, and he says like, where's my princess? And And Ophelia kind of like perks up and she turns to him, but Adam ends up walking past her and ends up picking up and hugging Alyssa, saying, "There's my princess." And Ophelia's kind of sad, like, "I used to be his princess." And then Adam turns to her and hugs her and kisses her and says, "And there's my queen." That is just super duper adorable. Just two little cute fluffy headcanons for the Letterman family. Stage I'm just gonna call them Letterman family stage 2, because stage 1 would be Adam and Ophelia. Stage 2 is Adam, Ophelia, and Alyssa. Stage 3 is Adam, Ophelia, Alyssa, and Henry, and there are different stages when a different family member comes in. And as for Carlos, basically, listener tricks him into basically doing the dishes for her by calling him a good boy, and he acts like a puppy, like his ears and tails come out and he wants to be the best boy, so he does the dishes, and they end up watching a movie together and he gets his head and forehead kisses and head pats. That's just super cute. I think next up we have what's his name? Sean Rittenbury. He's in, I think the working title was called Temporal something. Basically he's the one with time warping powers. I was kind of wondering, what if / does listener have her own power? In my opinion, that would be awesome and cool. And if we want to add some, I guess, angst to this story, what if listener ends up as a villain? Maybe it could either be something that either she willingly became a villain or she became a villain from something that was out of her control. Like, for example, Carly Carmine becoming a dark signer in the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. She was pushed out of a building and that was out of her control. But yeah, I think a cool power for a listener to have would be basically atomic density manipulation and molecular manipulation, similar to Atom Eve from Invincible or Firestorm from DC Comics. That would be really cool. Or any other powers would be cool, because superpowers are awesome. And yeah, basically, yeah, theories, headcanons, fluffy ideas. It feels good to be back doing this stuff. I'll try not to leave such a large gap of these videos in the future, but I will make no promises. So, yeah. Also, Nixman Reads, he is basically an official voice actor now for from as far as I know, and he has some new roles, voice acting roles. It's basically a Sonic the Hedgehog AU. It's really cool. He plays Silver the Hedgehog, and Jet. I think he's either a hawk or an eagle or a falcon. One of the three. I'm kind of into Sonic, but not like, I'm new to it, basically. So basically, when that comes out, go support him. He is awesome and he deserves it. And yeah, basically that's kind of it. If you like the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share this video with someone whom you think might like it. If you have any video recommendations or your own theories / headcanons / ideas, leave them down in the comments below. And basically, I will see you guys next time. Peace. And check out my airbrushed tattoo of a wolf. I have the mark of the wolf. Also, kind of a Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds reference. kind of, in a way. Well, but whatever. Anyways, till then, peace out, my dudes. Also, happy belated 420.